Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of DXP Nomad. So, just a quick recap on our previous episode. We basically covered about the cuisines, the food,
Mhm.
and the multinational environment that we're in Dubai, basically. And we had a few requests. People asked us about the hidden gems.
Yeah, so we've had a few people sort of come back to us and sort of ask about hidden gems, if that's an actual thing in Dubai. Obviously, I think like any other country, Dubai has a lot of hidden gems. But I think it's more of because Dubai is so diverse, you can find a hidden gem from every culture. And the other thing about it is there are new restaurants that open up literally every day. And
That's true.
there's,
Yeah.
you can always say, this is the best hidden gem today, tomorrow could be something completely different. There are a few concepts where they have those hidden gems behind, record labels or behind refrigerators or these kind of things. There are a few of those. Even, you know, different whatever nightlife you're looking into. There's quite a few of those as well in terms of hidden gems. But then again, because Dubai is a very fast-moving country, I think it's not going to be very appropriate to talk about a specific place
Hmm.
per se because it might not be there tomorrow because they're very pop up. They're there for a certain season of the year and then they're gone.
Yeah.
Very much like a few, like Global Village, for example.
Yeah, exactly. So tell us a few of your hidden gems. Tell us the cuisine, the background. If you have any story to add.
Well, to be fair, there are a lot, and I can't think of anything at the minute. I wouldn't necessarily call the places I go to hidden gems. Uh,
Hmm.
I don't really go out all too much. But then I would say that I'm a coffee guy, so I like finding hidden coffee gems. Put it that way.
Okay.
So hidden roasteries that roast fresh beans, serve you up very unique kinds of coffee. I wouldn't say unique, but more of specialty kinds of coffee. The V60, the Aeropress, these kind of things.
Yeah.
But then food is also quite a few of those. What's your experience with hidden gems?
I'm just Googling, I forgot the name. So basically, okay, there's this place. It's
Yeah.
in downtown.
Okay.
Um, God damn it, I forgot the name. But it's a beautiful place. So
Yeah.
basically you have live music. It's
Okay.
an Italian place.
Okay.
They have great pastas and pizzas.
Sure.
Yeah. And my favorite dessert, which I forgot the name as well.
Tiramisu, I'm guessing.
Tiramisu, yes, there you
Tiramisu.
go.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
I
if
don't
it's
know why I'm
Italian, it's
blacking
always
out
tiramisu.
today.
If it's Italian, it's always tiramisu.
Yeah, so basically, you're there.
Yeah.
It's open, so it's not recommended to go at the summer, although they have closed area as well. But the beauty of the place is that there's a live singer,
Yeah.
basically,
Sure.
and he's like on a small stage. Yeah.
Okay.
And behind him is Burj Khalifa.
Oh.
Yeah, and at the same time, they're so warm in terms of getting connected to the people, to their
Sure.
customers.
The
So
service.
yeah, exactly. So they'll come along, they'll start singing with you, and then some people might get up and dance with them, and it's a great vibe. I'm still thinking about the name.
Yeah, but just a thought. Do you think a place that has Burj Khalifa as a background is a hidden gem, or is it a very well? To be fair, half the city has Burj Khalifa as a as a background because it's such a tall tower. But I don't know if you would call that a hidden gem.
It is a hidden gem. I'll tell you why.
Okay,
Because the food is great. They
okay,
have great tiramisu.
okay,
And just the way they represent themselves,
sure,
like
sure,
the live action where they involve the people, you can go and dance around with them, is just so friendly and cozy.
okay.
And it's a hidden gem because it's not like an indoor, it's in a hotel.
So it's not a place that's popular. It's not a tourist.
It is a popular place.
Okay, so how's that a hidden? Okay, fair. Hidden gems.
Okay, if you guys haven't visited, please go search it. It's Lucille, or was it Ciel something? Oh my god, just a second.
Okay,
You know
so
what, you carry on while I'm searching for the name.
okay, one place for me that I think
Mhm.
would say is kind of a hidden gem is Secret Garden. It's a coffee place in City Walk. I wouldn't really necessarily call it a hidden gem because people know about it now, but they have some of the best salted caramel chocolate cake. I'm not a fan of chocolate cake personally. I'm more of a cheesecake, vanilla kind of guy. But from them, I will always order the chocolate cake just because it is so decadent. It's so smooth. I don't know what it is about that chocolate cake, but yeah.
I've never been to that place, but I've been across of it.
Uh, yeah,
Yeah,
Leto.
yeah, that place is amazing. One of my favorites. My favorite, coffee and pastry place to go to. It's Russian
I
originally, I think.
believe so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's Russian. But I've seen the place you're talking about is it's beautiful. It
yeah,
has it has the natural design,
yeah,
and
yeah. It's got
everything.
well, it's more fake plants because Dubai heat,
Mm.
but no, it does have this very cozy, warming thing. I've also been to another coffee place that was selling statue. I wouldn't say statues, like clay models, clay pots, and these kind of things. I can't remember the name of the place exactly, but it's a place called Al Khuz, and they have this thing where
I
it's
can't find the name. I'm sorry.
that's okay.
It's like CL or something like this. God damn it. Oh, I'll go back to my stories on Instagram. I'll find it.
We can do that later. We can just leave a comment in the
Yeah,
thing,
actually,
or we
yeah.
can come
You know
back to
what?
it.
You can still carry on.
Yeah,
I
we can
can't
talk
give
about
up
it
just
in
yet.
the next episode, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this place that serves this coffee place, they have this okay-ish kombucha, and they sell clay models at the same place and clay pots and these kind of things. It's a very Instagrammable one of coffee places. There's a lot of those places here in Dubai. I feel like Dubai is one of those places that focuses on Instagrammable, you know,
How they represent themselves is
exactly,
very important.
exactly.
Yeah.
Although the food is a part of it, I think the main aspect that sort of attracts the customer base of people in Dubai is how pretty it looks, how the luxurious vibe of it, how Instagrammable the place is. I think that's common knowledge at this point, considering the amount of people that come here and rent Lamborghini.
Lucius! I found the name.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, yeah, Lucius is amazing place. You guys should check it out. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
I
no, no,
found it
that's
finally.
fine.
Oof.
But what do you think about this culture that we have in Dubai that is more focused on the show off part, essentially, of I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. I live here, I live there. I drive a Lamborghini, I drive a Merc, I drive this, I drive that. What is it about, do you think, the Dubai culture that makes it that way?
Well, basically, you see, first of all, they deserve it because Dubai 50 years ago was desert, right?
Yeah.
And now I think they deserve to show off. And the thing is, it's not just like they're showing it off. Okay, they have the looks, like beautiful restaurants, high class places, and everything. But then not necessarily a low class, but also they focus on taste. If we're talking about food
Sure.
or restaurants,
Sure.
so they have all of it here,
Yeah.
and that's what makes Dubai great.
Okay.
Like if you go to Italy, okay, for instance, okay, the food is great, yeah, but it's more of a cultural place. Like in Rome, if you go, it's all structures, and the beauty is in what how they represent their past, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, but Dubai, it has the old Dubai, it has the new Dubai. You see, if you go to Dubai Frame, basically, you can
Yeah.
see the old and new. So
Yeah.
they try to cover up everything. They
Okay.
try to bring it all in one for everyone in Dubai, which
Sure.
is beautiful, which is great.
Yeah. So they're making it, I think, a very tourist friendly place as well because of that.
Yeah.
For the people who want culture, for people who want, heritage, there is that. There's plenty of that here.
Yeah.
And for people who want the luxurious 6, 7 star hotels, 5 star hotel kind of experience, that's also available here in Dubai. It's such a diverse, I want to say, place. You drive 10 minutes in one direction and suddenly the whole vibe of the city is different. That's the thing about Dubai, because I think we touched briefly on this on the previous episode, where
Yeah.
certain areas of Dubai is more focused on certain cultures. You just know that if you drive 10 minutes one way, you're in a completely different zone, different cultures, different food, different whatever it is. And it's a beautiful thing. Although I think they're trying to integrate it now, like people are starting to mix and mash a bit more. It's still very much a diverse sort of city.
Yeah, and then they're still expanding. Like,
Yeah. They're still expanding day by day. They're moving the airport 2030, I believe. They're moving the main airport, the XB airport,
yeah, they're moving Terminal 1, 2, 3 to Maktoum, I think.
Maktoum
Yeah.
Airport, which is a good 45 minutes drive, I think, from
Yeah.
where the current airport is, because they needed to expand the city and obviously accept more flights, because Dubai is a very popular transit spot for people going from the west to the east and the east to the west.
It's the central
et cetera.
point,
Yeah.
basically. It's Dubai and I think Istanbul So
Yeah,
yeah, I think these two are like the midpoint of Earth where all the flights come and go.
I would say it's more of most of the GCC. So
Yeah,
Qatar is also doing that as well, and there's a few places as well that's sort of trying to do that as well. Obviously, the money talks about it, right? They're trying to make some money out of it, and it's completely understandable, and fair play to them.
yeah,
Here's an interesting one, considering how diverse the food culture is and the kind of thing you can do here, because you can practically do anything here. You want to go hot balloon rides, skydives, whatever. We have all of that basically.
yeah.
We have beaches,
Skydiving, beaches, safari
yeah, safari,
rides, camel rides. You can go jet skiing.
yeah,
They
mountains.
created fake snow like 15 years ago. You can go skiing in Dubai.
Yeah, well, there is that, yeah,
So yeah, they basically have everything. They covered it all.
practically. But considering the amount of things that is available to do here in Dubai, how do you balance that with a professional career? Like, not a lot of people come here, you know, well, okay, tourists aside, people who come here, a lot of people come here, especially to build a career, either to make more money or, expand on a certain field that they're working on, especially people from the East, people from the West as well have started to coming in as well. So how do you think people balance that? Because Dubai is very, I think it's a city that moves very quick.
Yeah, it's a city that moves very quick. It's becoming a city that never sleeps.
Yeah.
It's turning into that, especially during the holy month Ramadan.
Yeah.
Like everything is switched off.
Yeah.
So you know, you have the weekends,
Sure.
basically, right?
Sure.
So most people are off on the weekends.
Yeah.
That's when they go and have fun, parties or whatever they
Hmm.
plan. So actually back then it used to be Thursday, Fridays, the
Yeah.
holidays, yeah,
Yeah.
and then now it's becoming more European or Western.
Sure.
So now it's just Saturday, Sunday.
It's more international, I wouldn't say. Yeah.
Yeah, more international basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've got the weekend. So most people can, plan their stuff on the weekend. Not me specifically, but yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. When you say not you specifically, why is that? So obviously, I know the reasons why, but how would you put that in your words?
In my words, is that my work consumes most of my time,
Okay.
and basically Sundays are when I can, plan anything I want. Also Saturdays, but yeah, it's a bit difficult to
Yeah.
plan for me, basically, because I have to meet with a lot of clients, different projects I have to get on and
Sure.
plan and all these things. But I think here's a funny thing.
Yeah.
We're both opposite,
Yeah.
like we're the ends of both, like we're in the both ends.
Yeah.
Basically, this guy does nothing.
Wow. Okay. No. So let me say a few things about that, right? First of all, I work from home most days.
Work from home.
I work from home most days, but then we also have a few businesses that we're doing on the side that's sort of keeping me busy. So there's quite a lot of things happening. The reason why I think this is such an interesting topic is because people come here and find all kinds of things. People in retail normally get one day off. People in certain industries normally get 2, maybe 3 days off. People in different cities get different off. So if you're in Dubai, you normally get 2 days off. In Sharjah, you get up to 3 days off.
Really?
Yeah, because in Sharjah, Friday is a full off day because of the Friday prayers, especially in the government. So if you're in a sector that follows along with the government, you only work there. Teachers only work half days on Fridays. So they only work 4.5 days. So it's so diverse in terms of the amount of work people put in. Not everybody is fixed to a 40-hour week. Some people do 48 hours a week. Some people do 20-hour weeks. It just depends on what it is you do. As somebody who works 6 days a week, because that's what I'm assuming you do,
Yeah.
how do you find that balance? So I know you're working, just briefly, you've got working hours from, I want to say 9 until 6.
Yeah, 9 until 6 on most days. So that's yeah, okay. I'll give you guys my schedule. So I work from Monday to Thursday from 9 to 6. Friday and Saturday I work half day.
Okay.
So yeah, basically how do I balance it is that we go out. Sometimes you don't come home so early.
Yeah.
So you just have to.
So you sacrifice sleep.
Yeah, exactly. I sacrifice sleep. Sometimes I just go home, take a shower, and go straight to work.
Okay, so you sacrifice sleep
Yeah,
to have that social life
yeah,
balance.
not often because you can't.
Yeah, of course. So there's this Venn diagram actually I remember seeing somewhere where you have one circle with your social life, one circle with your career, and one circle with sleep, and you have to pick two. You can't pick all three. If you pick all three and you're in the middle, then you're one of the ultra rich, spoon fed, kind of people.
Spoiled.
We don't want to say spoiled because a lot of them actually put in the hard work and,
Yeah,
and they're,
yeah,
they're
yeah.
reaping the rewards. But
I'm here stop being tacky.
I think that's the case for a lot of the people here, though. A
Yeah.
lot of people here, they work very, very long hours.
Hmm.
And I think the work life balance is something that not a lot of people have. I think a majority of the people here in the UAE, especially, because they're spending their time hustling as in one end and trying to keep a home, clean, laundry, food, whatever. So they don't really have that sense of balance. I think that's one of the reasons why dating in Dubai is generally pretty hard. So I've heard, at least. Dating in Dubai can be very difficult.
Yeah. If
But
you're working 6 days a week, it's very difficult.
yeah, of course, because there's all that. Plus, it's very expensive. It can be very expensive, and that's the other thing, right? So if we're looking at, say, people, I want to say the majority of the people here, they don't make a lot of money. So they make enough money to just have a basic living, maybe send some money home for them. How is it do you think that they balance their lifestyles?
So those who don't earn much money, is basically the construction workers and yeah, thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
So the construction workers and those who basically have their families outside the country,
Hmm.
so they just go work, sleep,
Sure.
repeat,
Yeah.
basically, and then send home all the money.
Yeah. I think it's the same also for a lot of people in the service industry as well. So restaurants,
Yeah,
cafes.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're right, actually. Yeah, that's true. Uh, and then there is the mid level where they have a decent amount of money, they
Hmm.
make decent amount of money,
Yeah.
and they might have 1 or 2 days off, you
Okay.
know. But then they're where Dubai hits you with the expenses.
Yeah.
Yeah, taking people out or going out, you know.
Yeah.
Basically, it can be expensive. You have to be wise. Yeah,
Sure.
you can be going all guns and blazing every day because then
Yeah, you're
you're
gonna end
out of
up
your salary, bro.
no, and you're gonna get in debt. That's the biggest problem.
Exactly. So you have to be smart. You have to know the city well.
Hmm.
You have to know the hidden gems. You know, if
Yeah.
if you're smart, look, you can live. Let's say, how much is the minimum wage here?
I don't think we have a concept of minimum wage because here's the thing. There might be, but it's extremely low because what I know is people in the service industry, for example, or the construction groups, construction people, the laborers basically, they might not receive a sizable income, but they do get food and apartments, and basically their living condition is provided by the company,
Yeah. So that's
transportation.
that's 30 to 50% of your salary saved by not paying those things.
Well, again, it sort of depends on how you look at, the living conditions. Are
Uh-huh.
you happy?
Yeah.
Because generally, in those cases, they share apartments with
True, true.
maybe two, three people
Okay.
in a room, for example, maybe more, maybe less, different cases. But yeah, so I think it depends. So I don't know if you've heard, if you remember, during the New Year, Dubai Mall was absolutely full. And generally during a big holiday, national holiday, when the construction workers are closed, or constructions are closed, all the construction workers go to the malls and just absolutely fill up the mall,
Yeah,
especially Dubai
it's
Mall.
wild. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think for them, finding that work life balance is going to be a little bit harder. But Dubai is one of those places that where you have a very big diversity between the living conditions of people, depending on how much you make. So it's not a lot like a lot of cities where if you have a low class, a middle class, and a high class, where that's defined and that is it. In Dubai, the high class is still middle class in other cities, or the other way around, because you can spend a lot of money very, very quickly here in Dubai if that's what you want. If that's your thing. Apartments can go from, say, a studio apartment, for example, can go from about $10,000 a year in rent up to, I don't know, $80,000 a year,
Yeah.
depending on where you
Where
stay.
location, everything matters in
Yeah,
this
and
regards.
this is
But
if
here's the thing though, like
yeah.
even let's just say you earn 3,000 dirhams, you can perfectly live on that here.
Mhm,
If you earn 60,000 dirhams, or
mhm.
let me say $1,000, perfectly fine. You can be fine here, and you can if you earn $20,000, you can also, like what I'm trying to say is basically it doesn't necessarily mean how much you make, it's how you manage it
Yeah,
in Dubai.
yeah,
Because you can live off with 1,000. Well, it's not recommended,
yeah. Of course,
The levels is extremely,
sure.
yeah, different. And you can still, earn $20,000 and, be broke 5 days before your salary.
That's true. So it just depends on how you spend your money and how you manage it. And I think that's the main reason why Dubai has these areas divided by culture. Because if you've noticed, some foods from certain cuisines are cheaper compared to others. For example, so an egg paratha, for example, right? Very common food here in cafeterias and whatever it is. You can go what 3-4 dirhams maybe,
Yeah.
and the shawarma is maybe 6, 7, 8, up to 12, 15, 18, depending on where you buy it from. And then you can also go to the ultra other end where you get the ribeye steak for, I don't know, $200, $600 between those, depending on
Some
where.
places minimum 1,000.
Yeah, exactly. So it just depends on how you spend your life, really.
Exactly. So yeah, you have to be wise. You have to, it all depends on you.
Yeah. But I think for the majority, I don't think it's very difficult to find a balance, a work life balance.
It might be difficult in the beginning, but they have to get a hang of it. You know, they
Yeah.
have to get a hang of it because you can't be going out and spending all your money, and then what are you working for basically, right?
True.
So they have to find the balance and they find it quick because Dubai will hit you.
That is true. A lot of people, that's one of the things I noticed, a trap that Dubai has is because every week you can go out to brunch, you can do different activities, this and that. Well, for the first month or two, absolutely, go live your life, do your thing.
Mhm.
But then I think you would naturally slow down. I know a lot of people who moved here from different places around the world. The first couple of months, they just went absolutely ham. Just enjoying the city, trying to figure out what it's got, and then slowly, slowly, they start to move, going from fancy ass restaurants to a more economical sort of choices. Places like board game cafes, pool tables, just hanging out by the beach, really, a coffee here and there. So people start to stabilize. The Dubai glamour sort of dims down as you live here.
Mhm.
Unlike when you first move here, you're like, well, Dubai glamour, this, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do that. I think you experience that a bit as well.
Yeah. I'm so sometimes, I'm like, okay, let me just enjoy, right?
Yeah.
I go a week. Within a week, I'm like, what did I do? You know, how did that bank get hit this hard? I'm like, okay, now I have to slow down. So sometimes, I go have fun for a week and then I regret. I slow down for a month maybe or two.
Yeah.
Not that crazy level, but yeah, most certainly, like it depends on the group you're with.
Hmm.
It depends on the vibe. It depends the energy you're having at that moment. You can go crazy in one night, you know.
and
So
and burn
burn,
a
yeah,
lot of money
a
and
lot of
then
money. You
yeah.
can easily burn that in Dubai.
No, it's very true. It is very easy to burn. I mean, you can get a table, you can get this, you can get that. It just gets really, really easy. But that's just the way Dubai is.
Yeah,
It's got a thing for everybody. Everybody's got a thing. And there's
yeah,
the thing about Dubai is because there's so many new things popping up on the daily. There's promos everywhere, anywhere you go. The things you can do here, a promotion coupon there, discounts for certain banks, discounts for certain people. If you work for Emirates, for example, they get discounts everywhere basically just because of how large their community is.
yeah. And basically, if you have the connections, even well, this not necessarily, but like if you have people, friends, or someone who works in different fields,
Yeah,
you can get good discounts off of them.
yeah, that's true.
Not grocery type. Yeah, I'm talking about like clothing, basically.
Well, not necessarily just clothing. I mean,
perfume, everything,
yeah, yeah,
everything, almost everything. Yeah.
yeah. There's
So
quite a lot of things here.
yeah, exactly. So if you just have to be smart and pick the right choices.
Yeah.
Dad, if you're watching this, I swear I'm not spending that much.
Yeah. Okay. So this is your experience as somebody who's worked basically who works 6 days a week for the most part. For me, on the other hand, as somebody who works most days a week from home, I think the way I balance my life is slightly different.
Emphasize, please.
Okay. So this is now a personal thing. This is not exactly something most people would, or a lot of people do. But for me, I set up a routine, right? So I'm usually the first person up in the morning. I'm up 5:30, 6 in the morning. I go down to the gym, do my thing, uh, come back home, breakfast, shower, food, whatever, get to work. I'm off work by 5, 6. I think it depends on where I'm working to, if I'm working from home that day or if I'm working from the office. And then I try and do and dabble into different things, like develop different hobbies, for example. So I'm not a I'm not a big going out kind of guy. It happens from time to time, and when it does happen, it does get crazy. But I can see that smile.
Okay, how is that to react to that?
But I spend a lot of time at home as well. You know,
For a guy who is working from home and spends a lot of time at home, there are times that I don't see him for a week.
but still,
Yeah.
I work. I spend a lot of time home. I mean, I build watches. You see these days, I mod watches.
Uh-huh.
I do small bits and pieces here and there. I'm learning Spanish. So there's a lot of things you can do to sort of, I say, balance your life. It just depends on who you are as a person. And I would say try not to fall for the Dubai glamour trap because that's just very, very common these days.
Yeah, true. Watch out.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. For real, bro. Watch out.
Yeah, I've seen people, even if they made $10,000 a month, end up in debt, a lot of debt, just because they try to maintain a certain lifestyle when they can't afford it. You have to be smart with your money here.
And it's like, okay, I'll just quote Trump.
Yeah,
Okay, Donald Trump. So he's like, he had a friend
yeah,
who wasn't that rich,
yeah,
but he would always book first class.
sure.
Yeah, just to get himself that feeling.
Yeah,
you know well he said that like it's a motivational thing, like it's a concept of mind where
yeah,
okay, you see yourself there, and then that's you work harder to get there,
yeah,
which will be great. But in most cases people get trapped in the sense that okay, I've done this, okay, I had 1,000 dirham steak, now I can go back to 100 dirham steak,
I see.
so now they want to keep doing that, and that's how they keep getting into debt without any actual plan
On
you
how
know
to improve things.
yeah, so that's what we mean by don't get trapped.
Yeah, well, another thing, Dubai is a great place if you want to hustle. If the hustle is your
Yeah.
thing, and you really want to make, the big bucks. Just I want to say it's not unique to Dubai. I think it's a feature that you can have in practically any city. But the tax laws and these kind of things just make it a little bit easier to achieve that here. Don't get me wrong, the competition is wild here because you have a lot of people flying in from everywhere.
But I think you have bigger opportunities in Dubai than any elsewhere in the
Okay,
world.
this is from your personal experience.
Yes, definitely. You have much more bigger opportunities to perhaps become a millionaire or a billionaire or whatever, because the diverse,
Yeah,
diversity in culture and different demands. Like, I don't know if I'm making sense here, but like basically you connect this dot with that dot and you make a million dirhams.
I think that what's yeah. I think I see what your point. Basically, what you're trying to say is because Dubai is so diverse,
Yeah.
you establish yourself here and you can easily connect to people from different cultures. You can even expand your business to the countries of those cultures
Yeah, definitely.
just because of how, the country works. No, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Because I think, yeah, Dubai is very central. So it does make sense.
Yeah, it does. Like, if like okay, this is not a career path I'm telling you guys to follow. Real estate, yeah. Okay, there's a lot of them right now,
Yeah.
yeah. But like, just think of it like this: you sell a house,
Sure.
how much you'll make? 5 to 10% if you're getting both sides. I'm not a realtor, yeah. But yeah, basically, That's just one job. I'm telling you. Connect the dots.
Yeah.
You can make huge bucks.
Well, that is true. Yeah, fair. Well, okay. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, let's talk a bit more. Oh no, it's been
It's been 30 minutes, yeah.
We had fun, huh?
Yeah.
My leg fall asleep, bro. Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. You know the feeling. I don't know. It's like needles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's it for
I think,
today,
I
right?
think that's it for today.
Yeah.
We'll call it there.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for listening.
Yeah. Thank you, guys, and let us know what you guys want us to talk about in the next episode.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very
man.
much. See you guys next
in
week.
the next one. Yeah, next week. Oh, man, so